Boston faithful waiting to cheer them on as they get set to take the floor. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Washington Wizards. Then on Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
So the New York starting 5, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's MP in at the center position. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Now here's White. The 10-footer. And that one goes long. Brunson scanning the floor. Hart, that's good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Porzingis, covered by MP. Porzingis against MP. Porzingis can't hit. Here's New York. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Offensive rebound. Basket counts.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Now, here's MP. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Bangs home the trifecta.
The transition 3. It's part of the new NBA. And when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
To the paint. Here's Anunoby. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses. Fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And stolen by MP. And I think most would agree that MP, GA, at this point of his career, is considered one of the best ever at his position.
Well, anyone that ranks above him is a first ballot Hall of Famer. MP isn't at the top at his position just yet, but he's shown he's in a class with other legendary talents.
And so it's Boston with it, following the miss by MP. Back to Brown. Out to White. The 3 from Tatum. MP grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Going inside, and the dunk by MP.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Tatum with the screen on Brunson. Pritchard off target from outside. The Knicks leading by 4. Bridges passes to Anunoby. MP finds Bridges. Back to Brunson from about 19 feet. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, White. The 3 from Tatum. They get it back. Bucket is good. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
The height of Porzingis gives him an edge on that offensive glass, and he uses it.
MP outside. Porzingis with the rebound. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 4. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season, coming up short.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Bridges for 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown kicks to White. Here's Pritchard. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Brunson. And he also played really well in that win against the Heat. Now, here's MP. Pass to Hart. Just 5 to shoot. Trains the three-pointer. Hart's got 5 now.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Tatum gets the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Well, talk about a meteoric rise, and not just about yours, Greg, but about MP, because he's become the face of this franchise in near breakneck speed.
And it didn't take long for this team to recognize they found someone special with MP. There were expectations from him, but very few people thought he'd get this important this fast.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by New York. And the rejection by MP. And the Celtics making a change here. Kate is checked in, and a switcher also for New York. Towns is checked in. Here's Brown. That one, no good. Good D by Anunoby. Here's Bridges. Towns trying to get open. That's good from Bridges on the assist by MP.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Towns, the pass to MP. Lets the 3 fly. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
Celtics trail by 9. Here's Pritchard. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Portland. Brown outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Knicks pull it in.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Lets it go from 14. And there's another one for the Knicks.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Back to Brown. Puts up a deep 3. The Knicks pull it in. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know, some people...
Oh, wow!
That is powerful. What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
There's 1:47 left to play here in the first. Pass to a.k.a. And here is Brown to end the run. The offensive rebound. Pritchard gets the bucket.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Anunoby kicks to Brunson. MP with it. Launches a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his third assist on the night. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And it's Towns missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Celtics trail by 14. Inside. Out to White. Here's Pritchard. Brown wide open. He fires. No good on the three.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
MP right side. Anunoby passes to Brunson. A three from MP. Good on the triple. MP's got 15.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
MP getting it done for the New York Knicks. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this... He's changing it up here. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Celtics trail by 14, setting the floor for the Knicks. Towns is out there with MP. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Kolek in at the two guard. Here's MP. To the left side wing. There's the triple. Karl Anthony Towns, and that's good. Towns has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Tatum. Towns with the defensive effort. And so, MP will bring it up for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Over to the left wing. And they double up MP. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Towns. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Miami got the job done. He tallied 50 points and a triple-double for all that effort. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. We'll be looking to follow that up tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And he recovers it.
Teams are realizing you have to account for MP on that defensive end, especially when you're going up near the hoop. He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Towns a screen on Holiday. The drive by MP. New York again turning it over.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Boston making some changes. Brown comes in for Malik Beasley. And Derek White subbed in for Drew Holiday. And White kicks to Tatum. Buries it from three-point range. Tatum's got 11.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Here's MP. Nice D from Porzingis.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's White. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Bridges dishes to MP. Three-pointer. That's good from Bridges on the assist by MP. He has 5.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And MP throws it down.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Celtics passing it around. The 3 from Tatum. Hands it from downtown.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Here's MP. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. MP's got 21 in the game.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Hart, he's checked in for Towns. Celtics trail by 20. Pass to Pritchard. Brown outside. Offline with his 3. New York's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. The 3 from MP. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Hauser. White setting the pick for Brown. Here's Hauser. They get it back. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And he gets the bucket. 9 points for Josh Hart.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Anunoby against Brown. Will it go? Knicks with the rebound. MP's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's New York holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the New York Knicks. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
Gotta call my agent now.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the New York Knicks.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but they're disorganized. Not these guys.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
The Knicks shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. The guards are Pritchard and White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Boston 5. MP against Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. The drive by MP. Good. MP's got the first points of the second half here for New York.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Driving in. Brown, no good. Back to MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 5th assist in this one. Bridges against White. Pass to Brown. Puts up a 3. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
White, good.
He's a willing passer. Porzingis won't force his own thing very often.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
The shot's good. MP's got 30.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Porzingis can't hit.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Brunson, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
That one falls. Porzingis has got 6.
Nice shot, Porzingis with the length and the touch.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. And White kicks to Tatum. No good with the triple. The Knicks have gone as spotless, 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Porzingis. Hart with the screen for MP. There's the three. Traps in the tray. MP's got 11 in the second half.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
And White kicks to Tatum. Over Hart. That one wide left.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And they double up MP. And taken away by Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. Back to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Tatum. 9 points in the game so far.
So that range we talk about from Porzingis, so important to this team's offensive structure.
Here's MP, and he banks in the layup. 37 points for MP.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
White the pass to Porzingis. And he drives in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
You know, expectations were so high for Porzingis early in his career. Maybe they didn't all pan out, but he is still a high-level impact player every time he takes the floor.
Boston making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Tatum's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
MP outside. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. MP's got 39.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Porzingis, and it's off the back rim, no good. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Oh, Anunoby in position. Here's Pritchard to the middle. Stolen by Anunoby. It's Hart on the wing. MP inside. Guarded by Porzingis. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for New York.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That free throw good from Porzingis.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. MP outside. And he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the 2-man game to perfection.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. And here is Tatum, defended by Towns. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Look, when Porzingis hasn't there's not much you can do defensively.
Now McBride. Here's Kolek. Down low. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
And that one's good. MP's got 45 points. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to McBride. New York moving the ball around. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
The Knicks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. That one is off. And the second free throw, good. The Celtics have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Pass to MP. 50 seconds left in the third. He gets it in there. MP's got 48.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touch by MP. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And stolen by MP. Pass to McBride. Towns the screen. MP passes to Towns. Count it. Towns has got 9 points.
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
And here's Holiday. Brown with it. To the inside. The kick out to Holiday. With 1 on the clock. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. MP has been leading the charge for the Knicks. It's been a sensational all-around performance for him. He's got a triple-double now. Back right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth. Here's to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. MP's checked in for New York. Taurean Prince comes in for Trey Murphy. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. He's out there with MP. Prince out there with Miles McBride. And it's Kolek in at the point.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside Tatum. Here's the screen for the three. Kolek grabs the miss.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
MP outside. And good! There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Pass to Beasley. Here's Pritchard. Tatum a screen. Boston again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And that one's good. Kolek.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Pritchard. Inside, Queta, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now, MP. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 53.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to MP. So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Al Holiday, a 3-ball. MP grabs the miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Beyond the arc. And good! He hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's Pritchard. Beasley outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Beasley's got 4 points this quarter.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
MP outside. Pass to Kolek. 5 to shoot. To the left wing. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
The 3 from Tatum. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Celtics. Here's Kolek. Makes it off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Boston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Tatum on the wing. 1:31 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Pritchard. The 3-pointer no good. New York's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in the men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
He's off on the second.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
And taken away by Brown. Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. 36 seconds left in the game. Shot clock at 6. Tatum on the wing. Tatum. And Tatum stays with it. Tatum's got 30.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
MP looking around. Pass to Kolek. New York moving the ball around. And here's MP for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. See you next time.